2008.
Okay. And what's he doing nowadays?
He's back in my town, and he opened up 2 public pools, and he's helping people. So he's actually coaching our city's official swim team.
Oh.
It's real nice.
Yep. I really don't know what like the career progression of an Olympian usually looks like, because it's obviously something you can't do in the long term.
I think it's just you go to the Olympics, you win, and then you can keep going for you can keep going, or from there you can just quit and then get make a profession.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to like where do you go from there? I'd never really considered it. Yeah, because you can't be competition material for your whole life, right? When you're 40, you're not going to be competing with people who are in their 20s.
Yeah. He's still swimming recreationally, and he has a family. He just earned his master's degrees in I forgot what. So he went back to studying, and now he's coaching swim now locally.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Adi. Is it Adi? Yes, I'm back, and this time the world works. Apparently my computer needed to be restarted.
It says you're offline for me.
Are we looking at Steam?
Twitch.
Curious. Here, let me just get rid of these antline boulders, and then I'll check it out.
Just my Twitch.
Oh, in the meantime, I can have WX chop these trees. Oh, that's right, I disabled all my mods. Crap. Are you kidding me? I don't want to shut the server down. Oh, I don't want to shut the server down. I didn't want to shut it down. I guess I'm gonna have to re-enable all the mods again. Let's do this. I wonder if they updated. Victorian, Action Queue, Advanced Controls. Combined status was still enabled. As was fixed for too many items and idea testing. Improved force attack. Nightmare phase indicator. Quick drop. Well, at least I know it works without the mods enabled. That's important. Now we'll find out if the mods are what's causing this. It seems to me I'm missing one thing. What is it? No, I guess that's everything. It's quite a few mods. Client side. Yeah, so the funny thing is, you know, last time it was my internet that went down because my router, I guess it hadn't been restarted in a while. It ended up crashing. And then today, we have the computer. It's made me realize how much I appreciate hardware that is stable. It's just reliable. You know, people... Overclocking is like a big thing in the sort of gaming community. I don't want to overclock stuff, I just want to make sure it never crashes because of like a driver issue. And I'm thinking about that going into the future because I am sort of planning on upgrading my computer and I'm going to reinstall the operating system again, and I'm trying to think about if I actually want to load everything that I have on here right now back on it again. Because I would prefer to actually have as few problems as possible. When I want to stream or I want to record, I don't want to be interrupted by or plagued by all sorts of technical issues. Yeah, so got here like 30 minutes late due to technical problems. So now what? Where do we go from here? I only have one fossil so far. It's 3:32 here, but it won't stop me from watching you. All right. I'll be here for a couple more hours. Hey, Zeke. Yes, I'm back, Pooping Pet. I don't know if you heard, but I had to restart my computer, and that was the reason that I left. I need to get rid of the stuff in my inventory here. The reason I need the flint on me is to build pitchforks. Alright, let's see if the mods are working. Yes, they are. Excellent. Now I can focus on other things. Oh, that's it. This must be where I entered the world. That's the reason there's light here. The question is, could I mine in the dark using that? I don't think I could. One mod that I was using. If I like drag to select, it just selects the trees that you can see. See? So like, let's say a couple of trees over there, I say select them all. It's only gonna chop down those two. You finally got moggles. I love moggles for the ruins. Oh no, it actually did select the trees. How about that? So you can select trees that are in the dark. You just won't be able to mine them until you won't be able to chop them until your character casts enough light on them somehow. Wow. That's pretty cool. I prefer I think you mean twiggy trees or normal twigs. And DST, the twiggy trees tend to be better because you don't have to worry about disease. But they're not quite as handy to harvest because they're spread out a bit more. But I don't think, wait, do we have a twig farm up top? I didn't think we did, but we might. No, I don't think there is one. Alright, now is a good opportunity to continue expanding this. I was going to dig squares over every area that has natural light. At least I think this area. So we can tell if it has natural light because you can see what what time of day you're in. Whereas if there is no light from above, it will just be completely black here in the caves. I'm gonna see if I can give a good demonstration of this. Yeah, see, so like right here, oop, right here, there's no overhead light. So you can see the clock is just completely blacked out. Is it summer? Yes. That's one of the main reasons we are down here. I'm also hoping to make what are they called? Mush tree farms? Mushroom planters. And bee farms down here. Maybe even some other stuff. Like, suppose we move the grass geckos down here. Is it possible for grass geckos to spawn underground? I imagine it is, but I've never done it. Whew, it might take a while. What music types do I listen to? I listen to a lot of metal. It's probably the music I listen to the most. But I like EDM because of how easy it is to listen to. Like, pretty much everybody finds EDM inoffensive, so it's an easy crowd pleaser, in my opinion. I also listen to a lot of game soundtracks, but that was not like a music genre per se, the way I see it anyway. And that's been more recent. It's something that I've started doing because of streaming, not because it wasn't like a habit that I had before that. Streaming made me appreciate game soundtracks more. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this area here should be completely dug back up, because this is indeed in the caves, and I don't want this here. What I mean it's in the caves, I mean it's not. There's no daylight above it, so I'm repurposing this area.
This is a nice song.
Truth and Malice by Intercom. That song?
That was really nice.
Oh. Yeah, I like it. There was a firehound up there. Killed by bunny. Did it start the bunny house on fire? That's what I figured would happen. Hutch on fire? Damn, dude. I can't get up there with my feather fast enough to put it out, I don't think. You should always, if you're going to be up top, you should always bring one of the feathers with you. We've got a whole chest full of them up in the upper base. So there's really no reason not to. Yeah, it burned. Well, at least it beats the whole base burning down. I guess I got off easy with that one. Well, there was something that fell off my computer. I hear a tree guard.
Is this the same server?
Yep. Same one as before. It's one we've been playing on for a while now. I've got more rocky turf here. And is somebody rearranging this for a particular reason, or did I do this? DST server. Somebody actually named themselves DST server on Twitch. I'm gonna go get more turf, I think. Enjoy the luxury fan. If you go up, make sure you take it with you. Be able to put out any accidental fires, and that would be much appreciated, especially if you're in the base with a flingo out, you know, and stuff starts smoldering. You can catch it in time, put it out. The luxury fan. Alright, so I should be able to do this. One day left of summer. We can continue even without summer. But of course, if you're interested in doing stuff up top, I will not ask you to stay down here. You know of a mod that lets you keybind the rightmost 5 inventory slots? That's a good question. I've never used one. Where does the game stop by default with the options? So you can go up to inventory slot number 10 by default. So that wouldn't cover everything that you need, quite obviously. If you find such a mod, let me know about it. Just like link me to it on Discord. Maybe I'll find it useful for something. I don't come from a strong background in like RPG MMOs, where oftentimes players would have these keypads with 20 different keys hot mapped to different stuff on it. So the compulsion there was never natural for me. To hot map everything to a key. Replace it with the slimy turf. You still have any roasts here? The answer was yes. Alright. Oh, 2 tree guards at one time. More night, more dark swords, I guess. The best and the brightest. So this is night. No, it's not. It's almost night. Birdcage? Yeah. I guess as soon as autumn's here, there's no reason we shouldn't start moving more stuff down here.
Are you guys terraforming the caves?
Have we started doing what to the caves?
Terraforming for your benefit?
Yeah, I think so. So far it's just the turf, but I want it to be organized in a grid. That way things look more symmetrical.
Sorry.
Did the tree guard die? I think 100 killed it. Use the logs for roads. I don't think it'll be quite enough down here for all the roads, but yeah. It'll be a decent start anyway.
have you tried out the Fairy Bottle mod?
Is it a server mod?
Yeah, it's an items mod.
Is it a source of light?
Yep. Depending on what kind of Fairy Bottle you create, you can add regular light that recovers health, hunger, sanity, heats you up or cools you down. They're really good. They don't run out either.
I haven't seen it.
I'll see if I can find it on the page and send it to you.
Okay. For those curious who might be new here, there aren't really any significant server mods. The Epic Health Bar and Global Pause. So this is not heavily modded. It's just I have a lot of client mods. Take that for what it's worth. You've got a bad connection again, Pete?
Hello, I.
Internet was fine this morning? Well, they heard that you needed to actually use it, so now it's bad. Oh, did I join the voice to Discord? Yeah. Welcome. Were you here yesterday, Ice? I'm not sure. If we had the stalker, we could use that to knock down some of this stuff. But I don't even have all the fossils yet for it. Hint, hint, somebody should go mine up a bunch of fossils for me. I tore up the ecosystem? I rearranged the ecosystem to something more symmetric. But yes, this is what a work in progress looks like. Should you be Wigford or Wickerbottom? You could be Maxwell and tear this world a new one. We need a Wickerbottom though. I could use a Wickerbottom, so if it's one of those two, I would definitely side with Wicker. But that's for my own selfish reasons, so. Oh, time to empty the inventory. Don't tell me we're doing this again. You want the wig helmets? I guess we do have enough gold now. There's really no shortage of it. The original one? Oh. I spent a good money on the new one. Only to be told it sucks. I'll agree, Wigford would be more beneficial for the whole team. first day of autumn. Well, now you can go back up. Without having to worry about burning the base down. Another thing that we can use for lights down here are toadstool mush lights. I forget exactly what they're called. Everything is burning right now? Well, don't do that to me. Here, actually, I need to recharge my sanity. Sanity Station is bad for passive fuel farming? Why? You could just stand right in the middle of it. Oh, you mean because you're incentivized to not be insane? I still have a nice stockpile of nightmare fuel, so I'd rather not be insane right now, thank you very much. Oh, the free nightmare fuel on the ground. Yeah, so I suppose others paid the price by being insane. So the question is, at what point would the darkness override the amount of sanity that I was generating? It's quite subtle. Yeah, I'd be going insane pretty fast. Okay, let's see this again. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. It's actually safest to stand next to stuff like this, because rocks can't hit you. I'm going to be forever cleaning minerals up off of this floor. Are we going to be coming to base anytime soon? I'm sticking down here for a while yet. We're working on a base. You're welcome to take a tour. And somebody found Hutch, I just realized that. No room. What's the reason you can't go down to the caves? Oh, you're dead, okay. I guess that would explain a bit. Quick question, what's this? Examine compromising statue. Wasn't that statue that you build in... Oh, how did that work? Because I had the mobile version of Don't Starve a while ago. And there was this new mode that Clay introduced to it about a year and a half ago, I think. That allowed you to play it in like an easy mode. I think that statue has something to do with it. so much, there's little stuff that I end up picking up. Which cave? We're by the one that we... there's a road that leads to it from the bunny hutches. Are the bunny houses? Rabbit houses? What are they called? They are rabbit hutches, okay. Makes sense. You keep rabbits in a hutch after all. Now we just need to start bringing resources down here. I'm quite hyped. And start a grass gecko farm in a place where it won't burn down. And bee boxes. I want to get some bee boxes started. I need more food. Oh, yeah, that moleworm is going to take all of the food. Or all of the turtle, I'm not careful here. Should dig up... Oh. Actually, we could bring moles down here. I could just start a nice moleworm farm down here. There's so many options, so many things I should do. Wait, did somebody eat all of the pig roasts, or did they just take them with them? I guess they did. Can you join? Yeah. Just, you know, don't destroy stuff and burn things down and we should be fine. Well, that's 10 grass. I guess I could start planting this grass in an area. Where do I want the... What's it called? The grass gecko farm to be. Maybe over here? I chase them to the far end, and then they probably wouldn't get attacked by things like the depth worms. If you go down from the bunny hutches, you follow the path? Yeah, you just follow the path to the entrance. The cave entrance, and that's the one that we're building under. So I want the grass somewhere over here. Never played Rooker? That's okay. We can use a Wigford as well for the battle hymns. So it's all good. Wait, do I not have geometric placement? What? Damn. That's not good. That was the one mod that I forgot to re-enable. I might have to shut down the server to enable geometric placement. It's kind of an important mod if I'm going to be building stuff. If it suddenly goes offline, now you know why. It'll be back up, of course, but I'm just saying. Okay, this nonsense with the inventory has to stop right now. I hate it when I've got my tools over here, okay? I've tried it. I've noticed some other people would do this, where they keep their tools inside of their Krampus sack. I simply can't bear it. It's the most annoying thing ever when you're constantly trying to hunt them down. I mean, maybe it just takes time for me to get used to it, but I don't like them there.
And the party continues to grow.
Woohoo!
Wow. Aline and Angel Rose. I haven't seen either of you in a while.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sickness has struck me down lately. And I've been working on a mod pack.
Cool.
I
For me,
that. Oh,
pulled the nerve in my right arm.
ooh. Ouch. Recover.
Yeah. Hurt to even really use the mouse for long periods of time. Also, Raisins, did you notice I'm using push to talk now?
No, I didn't. It seemed to be about the same.
Alright, well, no more background noise, random.
I don't remember you having a lot of background noise.
Well,
you
from
feel like you did?
the bell.
Okay.
But I will say, I have started work on a character mod pack that I'll start together recently.
What's it going to do?
It's in an open beta with one playable character, but it's going to add at least over 13 tree-themed characters. I posted it in your Discord earlier. You got watched up.
I haven't really had time to look at Discord recently. Is it in the Don't Starve category, or...?
It should be, yes. And have you seen the latest update for Hamlet?
I read the announcement, but I haven't played any of it yet.
Ooh, the new characters are really cool.
Wormwood?
Wormwood.
Yeah, did they absolutely nix... what's his name?
Warcox?
Warbucks.
No, Warbucks. He was cut from the game.
Right.
But Worlds with Warbucks in it can still play. And you can still play, and if you really want to, there's a command you can put in the console to bring up the retired characters menu, which lets you play as Warbucks.
Is Warbucks the only retired character so far?
The only retired character currently.
Do you think Winona's next on that chopping block?
Hey. Ooh, I
To be
wish.
honest, I'd rather have Winona be like a cheap craftable character and we get a better one to replace her.
They said they're gonna rework Warbucks and Winona. And all the characters that don't start together.
All of them, huh?
All of
Worried.
them. They're all getting reworked and a custom skin when their time comes.
Now, I know, at least I think buffs for some of the underpowered characters are going to be welcome. What do you think is going to be the community reaction, though, to nerfing some of the, like the OP Trinity?
They announced that they will do... They specifically said they will have hardly any nerfs.
Okay.
So it might be more sanding down than nerfing, but they said that they did not want to nerf anyone currently.
Yeah, I didn't imagine nerfs would be popular, but
Yeah, and if you bring in nerfs, then you would also have to rebalance normal Don't Starve too.
No, because they didn't do that when they were nerfed
True.
together.
True.
do you think they will try to bring both games in line more, or do you think the characters will diverge even more now with things like Hamlet?
I'm expecting them to diverge. Because, first of all, Wilba and Wormwood actually have custom character-specific animations. I will not spoil what specifically, but it is super cool.
Are they animations similar to, for example, when the character is being picked up by the BFB? That kind of unique animation, or?
Like, you mean like event, kind of?
Yeah, I guess it's a bit event-driven.
Not really, but more natural. It's not event-driven, specifically.
Okay.
Wilba's is, but not Wormwood's.
Is someone going to join what, Pete?
Mind if I join?
Give it a go. You've got space for 2 more.
Is it the standard password?
Yep. Yeah, Aline is going to join the server.
Need a Maxwell?
Yeah, we could use one for clearing out down here, I suppose.
I'm just used to being Maxwell just because.
Open that gift. It must be triggering everybody. There we go. Field Rose Vessel. I can use this now. This is actually for WFs.
Ooh, that is.
It's part of the Rose outfit, isn't it?
Yeah. Sadly, it's expensive to try getting the other part.
Figures. I'd get the cheapest
The
part.
head is like $30 or something right now.
It's a bit rich for my blood.
The heads are just too rare in my opinion for them to even be worth that much.
Well, that's
Well-
kind of it. More
Well,
rare,
you-
more costly.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, they should be a bit more common due to, well, just to bring the prices in line with everything else.
You don't know the password, dear Bambo? It's tilted. Tilted.
Sounds familiar.
Eventually,
Oh,
I'll probably have to change it.
Yeah. Oh, also, Raising, did you see that Llama robot mod?
I don't think
That's
so.
that's made
Yeah.
Oh, default. That name is familiar, although I can't attach a mod to it.
They made a bunch of mod packs and characters.
He's made mod packs in the past.
Alright then.
Yeah, it's really big. What it does is it automatically picks crops and other things for you.
Within a specific area.
Yeah, it's like
Crops
as large as a flingo.
Yes.
Or you can actually change it to be an icebox, too.
So that's one of the
is that a new
interesting
feature?
of the mod or the game. I said this applies to the mod or the game itself.
The mod.
Okay. I was thinking though, in Oxygen Not Included, Clay added a lot of endgame type content that allow you to automate various things, but they've never really done that for Don't Starve.
Yeah, I think it's because they don't see the grind getting any easier.
Updating my mod.
But in my opinion, the Glommer robot thing is really useful if you have humongous farm.
My farms are still quite modest, I must say. So don't
I'm
expect
talking
much.
about like 2 stacks of twigs or grass. But I mean, it's slower than a player, but it's meant to be just gathering over time. Type of
It's a bit passive.
thing.
My
Yeah.
mod is currently on the front page.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look at it now.
The Glommer?
Mine.
Oh.
Ooh, exciting.
The Living Forest?
The Living Forest, that one belongs to me.
Okay,
Nice.
it already looks interesting. I see a mushroom standing up with arms and legs.
There's a bunch of knocked over berry bushes and stuff up here. Want me to bring them down?
Yeah, probably. Would be a good idea. I also need a prefab of bird cage. Yep, there's 1 seed. 2 seeds. And we don't have any more reeds. I'll have to get some of those. Yeah, but this is going to be so much nicer. Oh, maybe that's not so nice.
Hey,
Not have
well,
to worry
at
about
least-
flingos.
Hey, at least I'm playing Maxwell, so I don't have to worry about sanity down there.
Yeah. But then again, we do have a sanity farm thanks to 100.
Also, it seems like, what's his name is already spraying the petrified.
Follow the road. Do you see the little moonstone on the map? Use that as your homing beacon. Follow the road to the savannah. It's by the Pig King. Is where the above ground base is.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm doing my first vote for the first character to be added to the pack. That's just
How does this work?
basically, when you go to the mod page, you can look at all the images I have up above. They show the concepts I've made of each playable tree character.
Okay.
There's a vote currently going on that will allow you to vote for which tree character you want me to finish and add into the mod first.
Alright. I'll have to vote on that later.
Yeah.
What program do you use to open those up again? They're in like the T-pose.
The Spriter.
Spider. Okay. Feel free to kill any bosses you want 100. I'm done with that for now. Although we are kind of limited on the pan flute.
Pan flute. There should be a mod that replaces the pan flute with an actual pan.
What would that sound like?
Immense smashing. Clanging of pots and pans. Puts any monster to sleep.
Tentacle bee queen trap? Yeah, I guess so. It's more efficient than anything you could do solo, so.
Oh, shoot. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go get some reeds, both for Worker Bottom's books and for my birdcage. My word. Every biome seems so far away on this map. Did I miss the entrance? Killed by an eye plant. Didn't know it was possible. You want to kill Toady? We could make the wait. What are the odds that the blueprints for the mushroom lamps will drop? From Toadstool. Because we could use those down in the base. The cave's base.
Actually, dinner is now finished. I shall go eat now. Nice little chat.
Yeah.
I may return. Maybe.
Have a good one then, if you don't. Good evening,
Alright.
Caleb.
Thank you. Alright, bye.
Caleb CDN, does that mean Content Delivery Network? If so, are you a big-time player in the CDN market? Like Cloudflare? I'm gonna have to kill these, I think. Need 4 Flingos and 4 Dwarf Stars. Ooh, I don't know if we have enough gears for that. We used to have 7 gears, but I'm not sure we have any anymore. We need to work on Fuel Weaver so we can reset the caves. The statue's all glitched out on me, but if you go over there and mine the Bishop, that's the last one we need, then we can do the fight and get the heart. Make me an Endless 9? Yeah. Do you think Flingos are enough with the right setup? I'll leave that to the experts. I've never focused much on killing Toadstool. But I should. It's one of the things I'm kind of hoping is that with a more established world, it'll be easy enough to sort of complete these bosses on the regular, because you don't have to worry about prep quite as much.
I just realized I've been talking to myself for the past few minutes.
Alright, that would explain why I hadn't heard from you in a while.
Yeah.
That's push to talk for you.
Yeah, I'm not used to it because it's up on my mouse.
Alright. If you have spare gears, I can set it up for XP. I don't have any spare gears. I put them all in the base. Or I ate them all when I was upgrading myself. Let's be fair, I ate most of them.
Well, I just noticed that there's a grass gecko on the water.
Yeah, we glitched it out there accidentally. Or I did, more specifically.
Hey, well, grass gecko is flying then.
Shoot it down with flow darts and get it out of there. Added CDM because I'm from Canada. I've always seen Canada abbreviated to CA, I think. So CDN, yeah, it's like information technology infrastructure kind of thing. All right, I think I have enough. I mean, I've got 40 reads. It'll work for now. Yeah, it's the only thing I needed for the birdcage. Just 2 papyrus here. Now we have a cage for down below. A bird cage, that is. What mushrooms are these? blue. Should have guessed that. Blues are quite common in the marsh.
I take it this sinkhole with the burnt rabbit touches
Yes.
the cave bait?
That's the entrance.
Alright.
There was an episode with a firehound during the summer, and nobody was there with a luxury fan to put it out, so...
Or an ice staff.
Yeah, ice staff would have worked as well. I usually carry a luxury fan on me during the summer, but I don't tend to carry an ice staff. Maybe I should.
Sometimes ice staffs are useful for putting out fires that are too far away.
Yeah, they have the disadvantage of not being area of effect. So.
Well, I mean, if you're just targeting one thing, it's good. And what else are you gonna use all those blue gems on?
Fair enough. They do tend to build up. There'd be plenty of people using the red gems for amulets. Got the end of this Naya book? Okay. I'm heading back right now to the above ground base. I think instead of the Lazy Deserter's current implementation... Wait, yeah, I think they should have allowed you to use the desert stones by yourself. Because right now you still have to have somebody teleport you to the base. Yeah. It might work. I'm just trying to think of like how I can use the Lazy Deserter to get around quicker. Alright, because I would like to set up, let's say, you have a homing... Let's say you have a Lazy Deserter in another distant biome, and you can just expend stones to automatically get there. So it wouldn't be like free at the same time. Because right now, for me, it's just not that useful.
Yeah. I mean, people made a mod where it's powered by nightmare fuel and you can use the stones to teleport to it.
Thank you, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah. Maybe I should look into the mods for it. Right,
Also, I dug up a moleworm den in Cave Base because it was stealing everything.
Yep.
What should I do with it?
Well, I'm gonna make a area down there for them.
Alright.
If you have the moleworm, just give it to me and I'll bundle it.
Oh, I'm in the Cave Base right now.
Yeah, I'm coming down there.
Okay.
CA also means California too. Fair enough. I usually think of it on a more country-specific level, I guess. Alright. I've got a bird cage.
Burb cage?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna put it right.
Ooh, red gem. Oh, never mind.
Sadly, my mod is missing. I was having trouble starting this world. And because of that, I disabled all my client mods.
I've noticed Don't Starve worlds with even like a few mods have been taking a long time to load up as of late.
For me, single player always took longer to load than multiplayer did, for some reason.
It's weird.
Okay, let's get rid of this insanity problem. 100 built a sanity station down here for us. If you need one, just equip the hive hat and stand in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Maxwell, aren't you?
Yeah. Also, I saw a red gem to the with the sandy farm to the top. It's to the left of the stairway.
Red gem?
Yeah.
Are we looking for red gems? I don't know.
I don't know. But on your stream, it's to your right. I mean, red gems are always...
Okay. I might as well pick it up.
I'll just be a Maxwell and chop down all these burnt trees over here.
Yeah, there are trees down here below as well. Feel free to chop them down when you get a chance.
Well, charcoal is always nice to have, and World Regeneration will remove them soon.
Yeah, if you don't pick it up. Wait, does World Regen just kill dead trees as well? Or burning trees, I should say.
Yeah, they do.
I want to kill it. Wait, what's this? Deirdre is eating what? We might as well just kill Deirdre, I think. We've got enough people here to harvest stuff.
Yeah.
I need to use Deirdre.
Also nice, you're keeping the gnome.
Oh, you kept the gnome. I need to kill this worm. But I don't have enough rocks on me. Whatever.
You want me to bring a hammer from top side?
Nope. Turned out okay. I don't one.
Alright.
Oop. You have 40 meats in the icebox up there?
That is not enough meat.
Nope. I meant to leave the hive hat down here. It'd be nice if I could... this is another reason why I really should move my server over to something dedicated. Do you know if it's possible to convert a game save to a dedicated one when it started out on the Don't Starve
If you
client?
turn off cloud saves, yes.
I'm pretty sure my cloud saves have been off, yeah, for DST.
Yeah. Cloud saves are when they're off, you can back up Don't Starve worlds.
But would I be able to then move that over to a dedicated server and load it back up?
Possibly. That's all I can say. Because the file formats might change.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Well, I guess I should find out at some point. Because I've got a server now. I'd run it on that, and then keep my computer free of it. Like, technically, I would still be hosting it on my internet connection, but it would not be on my desktop computer. It would be over here on my server, which does my storage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This whole wall no longer looks beautiful. I should knock the whole thing down. Took a server and made it into a dedicated one. I remember we fooled around with stress testing. Was it just about as simple as moving the files, Caleb? Or was there other stuff to it? Because if that's all it takes, I should definitely work on that. I can just spin up like a VM on my FreeNAS server. And then start the dedicated server for that. It has to be cooked carrots as well. Lost a lot of good bunnies out there. I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and hammer all of the mole worms that are currently above ground and convert them into ones that go below the ground.
A huge morsel slash rock farm.
Yep. Got my hammer. But you little cuss. I open it up for a couple seconds and he gets out.
Also, have you found any good uses for green staffs yet?
You mean besides like suicide multiplication?
Yeah, since, well, there is already a way to get more tool site in the world.
I mean, that can deconstruct the pan flute, I guess.
Yeah, true.
If you want a solo dragonfly pan flute, it's usually the way to go.
Yeah, so I guess...
I mean, you could use STS, I think, but you have to be quick.
Yeah. So I guess pan flute's the only real good reason?
That I can think of right now, yeah.
Also, tree garden cave base.
Okay, I can come down there and kill it.
Donka.
You have no idea how he did it, but he hosted the dedicated server while he was at work or something. Yeah, I know how to host a dedicated server. My question is if I can use my existing world here, like if I can move this save over to the DST dedicated server that I create. Okay, this mole should get bored eventually, and then just or not. I used to host a dedicated server, but the problem was it couldn't go past day 500 or so. And it cost me $15 a month. So I canceled it about August last year. E.g. August 20... Wait, what happened to my other bundling wrap? Does somebody else have the recipe for the bundling wrap? They took it? Alright, I need to create wax paper then. Mystic Minish, thank you for the follow. Let's see if I've got any honeycombs anywhere. Yep, here we go. Thanks for correctly pronouncing my name. Do people get Caleb wrong? I mean, I guess I could understand if you don't speak English as a first language, but for me it seemed pretty intuitive. Yeah, wax paper. Literally only one tree guard spawned, it was a small one. We can't all be heroes.
I have a big one down here with me.
Yeah, okay, I just wanted to wrap these mole worms here. I thought,
Yeah, that's understandable.
yeah, I thought my bundling wrap was in the chest, but apparently somebody else used it also, and I have to make my own. I need... Oh, I guess I only need one. I can just bundle the other ones again. Yeah, at least we're getting more living logs. I think I have like 16 living logs. Well, I'm glad the videos help. That's kind of the intent. Alright. We fight tonight. Took an absolute beating before going down. Oh, this Morm use a bit of a snack. I like the way they kind of purr every time you feed them. There's something that tickles me about that. Alright, I think over here will be the Morm. So make like 4 areas or just 2? 2 would probably be sufficient. Why are there living logs wandering around in the circles? Verger might have summoned them, and then we just didn't kill them afterwards because they were doing something else. Alright, this could get interesting. I really don't have anything to defend myself with. I might just want to tuck my tail and run. We'll see. If it becomes unmanageable, then I probably will. I've got 2, 3, 4. 4 is quite a bit. Let's see if I can pull this off. Glowberries coming.
Oh, by...
Go on.
You know how, we tried to... My mouse desynced the game for some reason. I was being attacked by bats. But yeah, as I was saying, remember when we killed Toadstool when you were, hosting a server before?
I think, yeah.
Turns out that fire method was the worst way to try killing Toad.
I thought we used the weather panes. We did.
Yeah, we used weather panes and fire stats once the panes ran out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard 100 talking about some other strategies.
It's because when you burn down the trees, it drops those spores.
What do the spores do?
They're those AoE areas of rot and such.
Oh. Okay, I've got to resync these again.
So yeah, we were just unintentionally making the fight harder for us.
There are no carrots. Well, kill some bunnies.
And I just realized I don't have my mods in there.
Welcome to the club. There. It broke my football helmet, but I got it done. What is the most, depth worms that you can get in an attack in DST.
I mean, in single player, I've seen it go to 8. And I mean, the hound attacks are more in DST. So, I don't know.
The thing is, you know, we're past day 400, but day 427.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd max out sometime around now. Okay, 100. Thanks for playing. How is this supposed to work? Maybe I want the moleworm farm closer, because there's really no downside to having a moleworm farm close. I'll put it over here. I just realized these walls are going to get hit by the cave-ins, aren't they? At that point, do you just use rock lobsters? I tend to favor the bunnies, but I suppose people use rock lobsters as well. I usually don't do a lot of building in the bases, so I'm not all that familiar with dealing with the depth worms long term. The few times that I have done it, I've used bunnies. Because, you know, you can pretty much build them anywhere that you want. I like the flexibility in that. Actually, I'm going to have the door right here where the road is. I think that would be the obvious place to make an exit and an entrance. No, I did not want to put that there. Alright, I need more walls and the hammer. Oh, I'm short on grass. Interesting. Any grass here? Nope. I'll go up and get some. What's my opinion on the Tropico Experience mod? It crashed a lot for me. I just could not play that world long term. I tried joining other people hosting it. I tried hosting it myself. After about 3 to 5 minutes, it would always crash for me, which made it unplayable. That was back when it first came out. I assume we're talking about the same Tropical mod, or are you talking about the difference between Tropical and the Volcano one? Because there was like some ongoing tension between the modding, like two parts of the modding community. We're kind of competing on the various different mods. I guess I could make another wax paper while I'm up here. And then I need to get my grass.
I wish that there was a way to order your shadow chopper to not chop.
Yeah, you should be able to turn them off, sort of, when you don't need them.
That way you're not chopping up like mushroom trees and all that.
Same thing happens with the miners. Like people will have marbles growing around their base, and Max will come along with the miners and mine it all down.
Like there should be like some AI to for the chopper to know, like you should be able to select mine only fully grown or whatever.
But you could just have it sort of the way Osang made her clones. You could just turn them on and off.
Yeah.
So they'd still follow. As a matter of fact, you could do it where they wouldn't follow you. You turn them off, they would just stay where they are. That would also be a bit useful because it means that when you were going to start fighting, you wouldn't have to worry about them getting killed. Which is something I always had to struggle with.
Yeah.
As Maxwell.
Full moon in a few days.
Okay. Should go ahead and get the bishop. And then there's also the... What's that? The moonstone. You can activate it to farm up some pig skin, I guess.
Yeah. So any clue on what the new character might do when they add it?
You talking about the new tree character?
No. How Clay is going to add more characters.
Oh, nah.
I mean,
I
they
couldn't
showed a silhouette for Wartalks.
Well, the thing is, they're going to be rebalancing all of them, so... it's all up in the air, if you ask me. The sky's the limit. In a way, that is a good thing. It's not predictable. Am I making a worm farm down here? Yes. I'm working on it anyway. Need some more logs, though. Got logs. Need 4.
Hey, maybe this will give them a chance to actually add in the pyro.
The pyro?
The pyro was going to be like a crossover with TF2.
Oh.
He had a map icon, a axe, a flare gun, another melee weapon, and a reskin for Chester. That was all in the game files, but he was never released.
That's too bad. Pyro reminds me of the Hot Lava character for some reason. When you said that, that was the first thing I thought of, was the...
Yeah. Just imagine in a red suit instead of yellow.
Alright. I think I can manage that. Do you happen to have 4 logs on you? I need to make one more board.
I take
Oh,
2
thank you.
stacks.
Alright, you've exceeded expectations. If you are insane, just go ahead and put on the hive hat. Unless you actually want to farm up.
They said farming nightmare fuel.
Oh, okay. I overlooked that. Oh wow, I actually did need the extra. I needed 4 gates, not 2.
You want the other 2 stacks of logs so you have 4?
If you need to get them out of your inventory, give them to me. Otherwise, I've got enough.
Nah.
Okay.
I have a lot of inventory space at the moment. But yeah, Wartalks was meant to be like a demon-like character, and they used him as the promotional art for new characters.
Was this recent, or this happened a while
Yeah,
ago?
recent. They were talking about adding new characters as DLC.
Isn't that kind of how they ended up going? It's just you could also weave them in addition to buying them?
Yeah.
I guess the biggest problem with that is they're competing with modders actively, which is a kind of unfortunate situation to be in.
Yeah. But they need to make money somehow when there's no event going on.
Yeah. Hopefully this area is big enough for the mole worms. I might need to make it bigger.
Mole worms, the bigger the area, the faster they reset their home.
Yeah. I could expand it. Like another 2 tiles. I'll see how this works.
Yeah. It's just that they're really picky about setting up their homes if they're by the edge.
Yeah. None of them have settled yet. They're all still toiling away against it.
Also, if there's any rocks or minerals nearby, they won't ever reset their homes from what I've seen.
Hmm.
Well, till the time rolls over.
I can clear up some of the rocks around here. How about turf? Is that too
Yep.
mineral-like?
Yep, it is. They'll go after it.
So this was the tactic I was going to use. Let's see if this works. Yep. Man, that is like a charm. I can just, you can stand next to it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. A lot of the time, like, you don't get hit nearly as much if you're standing next to a pillar and something tries to fall on you because it kind of just bounces off. But apparently I still could get hit standing there.
Just probably a lower chance.
Yeah. Oh well.
Also, I think a buff to Max Wilder might be doing is buffing his Shadow Fighter.
That would be helpful. Ooh, these are ready to be mined.
You can say that again because they unintentionally nerfed him by making it so bosses do double damage to them.
Yeah, at least, you know, if you could put armor on them or something, they can last a bit longer.
Or remove the double damage and give them a bit of armor. Since, well, even if they had a bit of armor, that's still not a lot of health they would have.
I guess so.
Because if something is doing like 200 damage a hit, and they have like only a 60 defense, that ain't a lot of, they're still gonna basically get one shot.
Hey, Deer Bamboo. I see you. Yeah. What is their health, by the way?
75.
Okay. Take after their clone figure. I guess that makes sense. Oh.
They would probably name them Pyro because they do have a deal with TF2. Well, I mean, it's going to be probably, I don't know. All the mercenaries have a name. Maybe Pyro has a name that no one knows about.
Wait, what killed the mole worm in here?
Falling rocks can.
Oh, yeah, but you're right. Okay, tell you what, we're going to expand this after all. I'm going to make it a 4-tile area. I'm not sure if it only killed 1 mole worm or 2. I see 2 more. Oops, 2 morsels here. And it makes sense to have the mole worm farm close to wherever the cooking is.
Yeah.
In the storage area.
And then that one random wall breaks and it steals everything.
Will the falling rocks break the walls all the way down?
Probably not. They'll take a few hits.
What's the song? It's in the upper left corner. It's the now playing list. The soundtrack, by the way, is from Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is a game that Clay helped develop. Or not develop, publish at least. I'm not sure if they had any hand in developing it. Which wall is broken?
In the grass gecko farm. I'm plugging it up currently.
Ah. Okay.
Never mind, I have no hunger.
Misplaced. If I open this gate, he's gonna get out immediately. I think. Yep. Knew it. Bastard. Opened it up for like 2 seconds. Alright, you can have this whole area to yourself. You gonna be happy? Yep. That was all they wanted. Have to go big or go home.
The other night, me and a friend were thinking of character ideas, and we came up with a farmer character that is able to basically dig up like mushrooms, cave banana trees, and a few other things, and transplant them on the surface, or keep them in the cave. But they lose more sanity during times of hard growth season.
That's nice.
So basically, they lose more sanity during the summer and winter.
Wait, why is winter a growth season? Oh, hard growth. I got it.
Yeah, because you can't really grow anything in winter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start picking up some stuff around here to make sure that's not what's causing these moleworms to fail to settle. So, this turf is gonna have to go.
I just dropped all the logs, so you can make chests or whatever for them.
Alright, thanks. Sadly, I don't have geometric placement enabled, so I'm not gonna do anything serious with the chests tonight. I'll just make like a little one. Throw some miscellaneous stuff in it.
Alright. Also, I just thought of another shadow helper Maxwell could get. A shadow backpacker that picks up items off the ground.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because it would really work well with the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. You have one mining, one chopping, one shoveling, and one picking up all the stuff. And Maxwell is just sitting there doing the robot. Well, it's... that's basically what Maxwell's gonna do.
Yeah, he's a bit of a puppet master. So what could these possibly be going... They must be going after the turf over here. wanted to stand in front of this thing. Nope, still hit me.
I just watched a shadow creature get hit by a rock.
Oh. They take damage from that? Like, do they actually despawn? Kind of?
Yeah.
It's a bit like when the antlion cave-in happens. Alright, I need food.
I got light bulbs. Does that count as food?
Maybe.
Also, I'm amazed there's so little to do with light bulbs.
What should we do with them?
No, I mean like they can't be used for filler.
Yeah, I guess even ferns can be used, can't they? For one recipe?
No.
In
No,
the Hamlet.
that's only for, yeah. They basic flower petals and glowberries, light bulbs, and lesser glowberries all can't be used in a crock pot.
Wouldn't it make Chester and Hutch less viable? Not really. Chester and Hutch are not things you use to pick up stuff. So having having a separate shadow creature for Maxwell wasn't for necessarily storing stuff, it was to help pick stuff up, the way I understood it.
Yeah, like you click on it and it'll drop its inventory for a few moments. Basically, yeah.
I think most of my mole worms have chilled out now.
I never realized how resource-filled the caves are till this cave base.
You mean all the minerals that keep dropping?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free stuff. No doubt about it. Right, is there
Hey.
another mole worm around here? I hear one.
Over here.
Oh, I found one over here as well. Oh. It was close to death, though. Apparently it had been hit in an earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Shame
realized
that-
that's going to happen a lot, where the rocks themselves are just going to kill the mole worms in the farm.
Only if you can make a rock shield.
Now that would just be too good.
Yeah, you make it out of silk. It breaks every time there's an earthquake, but protects whatever's under it.
Which is me.
Or the mole worms.
I really need to do something about the grass situation right here. Are the mole worms mostly for morsels? That's what I use them mostly for, but you can also dig up their barrows for minerals. Yeah, I usually I use them for morsels. So the next farm that I need to set up is a grass farm down there. You'll have one area for the grass planting and then a big box for the grass geckos that we'll chase them afterwards. That is the plan at the moment. Oh, look at all that grass over there. I have to have it. How are the grass geckos getting through here?
Don't you love it when you're using a boomerang to kill something and your character, instead of grabbing boomerang, goes after something else on the ground?
Yeah, I kind of gave up on the whole boomerang thing. What do you need boomerangs for right now? Because you could probably use them.
I found a boomerang on the ground. I used it just to kill a Ballast that was on my tail.
Okay, because in the past I would use boomerangs for things like killing birds, but now I just use ice staff.
Yeah, it's better too in most situations. Because what else are you gonna use the ice staff for?
Exactly. I freeze Mac tusk from time to time with it.
Yeah, but you always have a surplus of blue gems.
You stay on top anyway. You stay down in the caves. Maybe you won't. Yeah, these this whole idea with the grass geckos didn't turn out quite so well. You see, at least 3 of them got through. One of them ended up in the ocean, and then 2 of them just ended up on the wrong side of the wall. So it was not the success I had hoped. There's just too many little bitty areas in here where they can slip through and push them too much. Alright, this torch is getting on my nerves. It should be dead by now.
Have you had any problems with dual worlds in single player yet?
I've only merged them a couple of times. It seemed okay, but I didn't want to push it because it was still in early access.
Yeah, shipwrecked with anything still is buggy from what I understand, even after full release.
But the Reign of Giants works well with Hamlet, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
gonna say, I remember after merging my worlds there, I got into this infinite crash loop. Apparently, when I joined a shipwrecked world.
For me, the game just lagged heavily.
I guess, it's not quite as bad.
Imagine red barring constantly in DST. That's how bad it was.
That sounds like more of a Hamlet performance problem. In
Yeah.
Hamlet, you'd have the jungle, or is it the deep jungle?
Yeah, but this is just like having a shipwreck. Just merge. Just merging it. It lags. And people just keep saying that they want to do Shipwrecked and Hamlet for coffee.
Hey, I would too. Even
Yeah,
though you can get coffee beans in Hamlet, it's just that you can't grow them.
Yeah. But I just find the issue with that due to the fact, well, you know, it just causes too much lag.
Okay.
Also, full moon tonight.
Ooh, good catch. I'll bundle up my molars and head over there.
And I just remembered something. Is it in single player, full moon lasts like 2 or 3 nights?
Yep. It
Wonder why
lasts
they
too.
don't. Wonder why they don't do that in for DST.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed it. Especially since there are more things now that take advantage of a full moon.
Yeah, but even then, second full moon would be nicer.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason I think there should be all the more reason for a second full moon, because it'd give players additional time to do the additional in-game events that require a full moon, like the Clockwork sculptures. Or the
Yeah.
moonstone.
How about mush trees on full moon?
I really didn't miss that. Did people usually use them?
If you chop them down, they turn back into normal mushrooms the next day.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why is that useful? Like, why
I
would I
mean-
spend my time chopping down mush trees?
I mean, if you had a blue mushroom fairy ring, it is useful because you get logs and mushrooms.
Yeah, a little bit. I would still just pick the mushrooms, though, and I'd be pretty happy with the haul.
Yeah. But 2 nights of mush trees. AKA back-to-back mushrooms.
I mean, you can get that with a lot of rain. It's not gonna be exactly back-to-back, but during the torrential downpours, the mushrooms regrow quite quickly. I'm just saying, I never
Yeah.
really found a use for them. So that was something that didn't bother me. What is the mode with box? What? I need to hurry up and get the bishop. Hopefully without dying due to a meteor to the head. Oh, let me have this, let me have this, let me have this. Freaking thing. And we got 2 additional gears. Alright, these meteors are just something else now. I think they actually want to kill me. They're like homing missiles. Well, I got the bishop sketch, so now we can do it on the next full moon. We can fight the Shadow Clockworks. Yay! What is the mode with box? That is a statement or an inquiry that perplexes me.
AKA 10 more days. Well, 9.
Alright. And then we'll be able to do Fuel Weaver and set the runes. You weren't here. I'm interested if you heard about this, but I brought and placed the broken sculpture headpieces on their respective statues, and they disappeared from the world entirely. I completely lost my rook nose somehow after I did that.
It's a visual, it's like a player desync or whatever.
But I mean,
Like
I couldn't even use Go2 to find it.
Yeah, it's like a, the game knows that they're on the statue, but no one can actually see it or whatever, from what I understand.
So would I have been able to mine it?
Possibly.
But they, okay, no, that's the thing though, it wouldn't let me mine it. I tried mining it, it wouldn't. There was no way to mine the head back off. Even if it was just invisible, it acted as if nothing was on there. It was just an ordinary statue, and I couldn't use the go next command to find the rook nose in the world.
And I guess you found a new bug. Who left, tree guards at base?
I don't know. Are there? Wait, which base? The one down below?
Upside.
Oh. Okay. Nope, no idea where that came from.
I mean, I was in base. My tree guards weren't chopping. And if they were chopping, they were just deciduous trees. And they're after
dropping,
me.
dropping. Okay.
Oh, Babby tree guard too over here. So I guess someone left tree guards over here?
Verdure, maybe?
Maybe. And because my shadow guys stopped one, they woke up.
Sounds like a decent guess.
I blame magic.
Magic is strong with Max, though. You don't have to be sorry, Novak. I'm just saying I don't understand the question. I didn't intend for it to be condescending. I was just kind of vocalizing it to see if saying it out loud would make more sense to me somehow. Wait, what didn't you find yet? Oh, that's right. They erased the chat when you move between shards. Alright, more mole worms. Mole worms, mole problems. Alright, so the grass gecko pen, maybe we could have it right here. I'm not sure, that might be using up too much of the good area, though. You have 4 fossil fragments now, excellent.
Dang. Perhaps up here is where he'd put the grass geckos.
In the dark? I'd rather not them. Wait, maybe that's not in the dark.
It's, there's this light flower and, I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of looking for an area that had overhead lights, so that way at least during the day and the evening we wouldn't have to worry about lanterns and stuff. I'm thinking of actually putting it here, like kitty corner to the mole worms.
Yeah.
I'll have to get some more turf for it. Did most of these mole worms settle?
But yeah, did you know that there was originally gonna be a skeleton character for the game?
No, I've never really delved that deeply into a lot of the removed or pre-planned stuff and lore. Not all that familiar with it. Where should put the mushroom planters? I think we only want to dedicate 1 tile to them. Wait until... Okay, so...
I feel like this would be a good tile for some reason.
Right here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's close enough to the exit, so that's a plus. So even if you were a top, you can come down here and fairly easily get them. And I would like this area here, I think, for chests. And then over here we'd have food. So yeah, go ahead, plant them. I can agree with that. And if it doesn't work out, we can always move them. But...
Yeah. I remember when mushroom planters only need logs to repair them.
It's a simpler time.
When they first came out.
Hello. Hello. Hey, good one. Looks like you were streaming last night.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. I honestly wanted to come over and say thanks for making that video on Action. Dude, this is the best mod ever. Somebody put some real effort into this mod.
Yeah, XCG rewrote it, the way I understood.
This is amazing.
You've been having fun with it?
God, dude, I'm cutting down like the entire mushroom forest for green caps. And I'm just like, God, dude, what would I have done if you hadn't made like this video, that video on Action Q?
Be in the dark yet. Dark Ages.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my biggest problem with it is I end up, like, I've tried using it, but a lot of the time I'll be insane, and then I get attacked by shadow creatures, which, of course, negates the benefit there.
Man, that's the same problem Tesla drivers have when it wrecks an autopilot. you still got to be in control, you know? It's up to you to, you know,
Yeah.
take care of yourself.
The problem exists between mouse and is it screen and keyboard.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, I'm with a few friends right now. I just wanted to come say hey and like seriously, thanks. This is awesome. Like you got to keep making content like that. That's awesome. This is amazing.
All right.
I think I've seen all your mod lights, man.
I should focus on making more of them, I guess.
All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later, though.
All right.
You guys have fun.
Have a good stream.
See? Well, wasn't he a cheerful chap?
You've not met 2 Point?
I met him a bit, but he seems cheerful.
Yeah. He's usually pretty upbeat. Right, this is the wrong direction.
But yeah, like I said earlier, my wrist or whatever was strained. Like I pulled the nerve and it was like painful to use a mouse for long periods of time.
Oh, is it that RSI injury?
Hmm?
RSI, was it repetitive something something? People get it.
No, I picked up a car jack that was too heavy to carry by myself.
Oh, okay. I guess that's good because RSI is for life, in a way.
Well, I might get it because I've been having to do the same thing over and over for the past few weeks.
With what, like a mouse and keyboard setup?
Yep. And also having to make soup every single day for my grandmother.
Repetitive stress injury, is that what it stands for? Could be. Is making soup that bad? You have to stir it a lot? Not a soup aficionado. Not familiar with soup culture. Alright,
If I don't stir, it'll just turn to like all the broth, like the flavoring will just stick to the bottom and create a slop.
Oh. So, one thing I'm worried about with having grass geckos down here is if the walls aren't maintained, they'll eventually get out if the cave-ins destroy the whole wall.
Just farm moon rock. Boom. Solved.
Yeah, that'd take a while to destroy. Unfortunately, if I ever change my mind about how well it works, I'd have an equally difficult time tearing it all back down.
Also, I think Moonrock should slowly regenerate.
That's hell. It's an expensive thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's also near impossible to get a lot of. So, I mean, it wouldn't protect against a giant, but it would protect against the Hound Wave every now and again. If you, like, if the wall doesn't fully break, it'll slowly regenerate.
All walls could regenerate. Wouldn't necessarily have anything against that.
Yeah, but it makes more sense for Moonrock or Thulecite, since those are the more expensive ones. And also magic ones.
I mean, in general, walls we tend to not use them for the stuff that they seem obviously used for. They're more for corralling.
Like, before when, like, hounds and stuff had, like, weird path thing, where they wouldn't actually try attacking walls, there was no way of getting to you. You could make a maze to you, and the hounds would follow it.
How long ago was that?
I forget, but I knew it was common because I used it.
Oh. I originally picked up Don't Starve shortly before, I think, the All's Well, that Maxwell update was applied to single player, so I take it was before that.
Yeah. Probably during the time when the axe was the only weapon, I think.
Oh wow, yeah. It was way before Reign of Giants. Yeah, I remember when Reign of Giants came out. I had just gotten Steam, and I went and bought the DLC on GOG. I think it was, no, maybe it was Humble Bundle, because they not only included the key for Steam for the DLC, but they also included it for the free, DRM free version that you could download from Humble Bundle. So I owned it on both platforms for the same great price. Can we get rid of this mole farm and use it for a tooth trap place? Sounds like having a mole worm farm on both sides.
I think the issue is that the hound trap is too close to base.
Well, the issue is we're still using a hound trap. We need to get rid of it. Just make sculpture chest pieces and hide inside there for a hound wave. Where's the pig farm? Let's hope it's not burnt down. I haven't been there since summer. It's right up here. Yes, it's still there. It's still beautiful. I mean, obviously we need more pig houses, but it's the start.
What do you think is your favorite skin so far in the game, by the way?
Out of all the skins?
Yeah, like weapon or tool skin.
Let's see here. Which one do I use the most? It might actually be this walking cane skin right here. Got the little sparkles on it.
That's basically pay to win because you can see it when there's no light.
Pay to win. Okay, I'll follow you. I mean, it doesn't help you any though. It just allows you to see where you kind of are moving.
Yeah.
It's not going to protect you against Charlie. I think that's the one I use the most. Otherwise, I do like the Tesla coil lantern as well.
Tesla coil is good. Though I like the Winter's Feast one too.
It just feels colder. Sometimes I don't want it to feel cold. Alright, thanks. Well, with the statues, we can just build a better area for the hounds. Because they can't destroy them.
To me, I find my favorite skin to be the Thule-Sight Club.
Which one is it a skin? Oh, it's from the most recent
Yeah, the Forge.
Forge.
Yeah.
I guess that wasn't the most recent anymore. Ah man,
Yeah.
I've seen it probably about one time. What does it even look like? I forget.
It's the blade that lets you parry.
Oh yeah, it's that. That's a pretty nice weapon.
Yeah, I mean it's humongous compared to the normal club.
Humongous.
It's like triples the size of the normal Thule-Sight club. Which, I mean, it's fair, since that's how big clubs should be.
It stands for repetitive strain injury. Okay. I think I looked it up on Bing, and Bing was unhelpful. Yep. Okay. They want to say relative strength index. That's what they want to call RSI. It's the very last They do offer though repetitive strain injury. It's the last item link that shows up in the results on the first page.
Interesting.
It was not at the top though. Maybe it's not that popular.
I guess not. Have you noticed the Funko Pop skins dropped a lot in price?
No, what are they down to now?
They're like 15.
$15?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, I mean, when you made your video, they were like 30, 40, 50.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I mean, you can still buy them on Amazon for like $11 and sell the
True.
skin for 15. Minus the whatever Steam is gonna take.
Steam usually takes like 5%.
Better than eBay. But then again, imagine it's easier for Steam to control the entire environment, the entire process.
Yeah. Also, a few days ago, there was a Woody skin going for $1,704.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the last elegant guest of honor skin for him.
I guess in a way those have become rarer because there's more stuff that can potentially drop.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can abandon my hopes then. of Ever completing Woody 100%.
Because you're not paying $1,000.
Yeah, for real. It's outrageous.
Also, there's about 12 tree guards up here right now.
Where is this?
All up top, surface side.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll finish the wall and then I can come.
I've just been letting my choppers chop the trees, and I'm like, wait, nope, not dealing. Plant 100 pine cones.
Oh, you should use the mod, the Action Q mod, to plant the 100 pine cones.
What do you think I'm using?
Oh, you are using it? Oh, okay. I thought you were doing it by hand. Are there so many
Yeah.
tree guards? Wait. Okay, this is amazing. I do have to come up and take a look.
I'm just walking the tree guards up here.
We're gonna have to find some way of destroying all of them. This is like the March of the Ants all over again. Good job on that bamboo. You're having more luck than I did. I spent like half of a season down there just mining. I didn't make nearly the progress that you've seen in terms of getting fossils here.
Down on how fast these things can spawn.
I don't know if there is.
I mean, shipwrecked tree guards there is.
Just the coconut palms or all of them?
Yeah, coconut palms.
I'm just burning food. Should have used a hand bat for this.
Sorry.
Well, it's... Yeah, I'm using Nightmare Fuel up. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go out and get a ham back. Okay.
Well, we have a bunch of spoiling meat, so it might be for the best.
Yeah. And then I won't be wasting Nightmare Fuel on that. 8 fossil fragments. That's good. Enough for Ancient Fuel Weaver. Yeah, we just need to fight on the full moon to get the heart. Oh, there you go.
Are we gonna cheese Fuel Weaver with lure plants?
If you want.
Here.
Here what? Oh, okay.
Don't want your skull going to fragments.
Neither do I. I'll drop my gears.
You'll be a pinata of gears.
We swap lanterns.
Yeah. Hey, well, you got one with more power in it.
Yeah.
So why are you complaining?
I'm not. It's just an observation. He's oh, I suppose I should just mop myself. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Adi. 80. Oh, there was a name that I'm not sure how to pronounce. ADI. Here, this is what I should do.
Is anyone able to make me a map?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Granada.
Oh, I still have another use for, what's its name? The, deconstructing, spider nests.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you get papyrus and silk.
Honestly, would never consider that. For deconstruction stuff, it's kind of a waste, isn't it?
Well, I mean, green gems are renewable because of dragonfly. And I mean, there was that one run where you endlessly killed the dragonfly. Also, thank you.
Yeah.
But it was like every time Dragonfly was ready to be killed, you went over there as Wolfgang and beat him up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a great time.
That was, yeah. When we had all the original regulars.
It's not as much fun soloing bosses when you're not Wolfgang. They take like twice as long.
To be honest, I think bosses should scale with how many players are in the current vicinity when the fight starts.
Yeah, there've been mods that do that. Well, maybe not in the vicinity. How many people are on the server?
Yeah. Because I feel like Dragonfly might be a bit too overtuned for 1v1. Yeah, as any character but Wolf. In a decent amount of time.
Depending on the number of players.
Yeah. Well, there's also that mod called Solo Raid. It basically makes it so every boss in game has only enough health for basically one person to fight it.
Yeah, I've seen other streamers use that when they're playing solo.
I mean, I find it fair when they're using it due to Bee Queen is near impossible unless you're playing Wicker or doing a weird strategy.
The strategy I usually use is just run up and down on the roads.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a long time, but I wouldn't say it's exactly that cheesy. It's pretty fair, I think.
Yeah, but the mod basically makes it so she does more damage, but it's easier to kite. That, and she doesn't hit for 6 tiles, she hits for 4.
How about Fuel Weaver? That's a boss that I do have trouble soloing.
He basically how he changed it. He made the bone cage only lasts for 1 second. There's a longer cooldown between mind controls, and the things that heal him only heal him for 100 instead of 450.
Oh yeah, and by the way, when I say I was having trouble with Fuel Weaver, I mean as an honest fight, not using like lure plant cheese and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Obviously that makes it pretty easy. But
Yeah, all you gotta do is lure plant around Fuel Weaver.
are you familiar with the one strategy that you can use to sort of solo Dragonfly with only a pan flute and a weapon? Have you seen that one?
Walls around the things?
No, no walls.
Then no.
Because somebody on the forums, I would say it was last year, they posted about it, and they were so confident that they did it like with Wilson and no armor or something. It was just pan flute plus a weapon, and they were able to kill solo, I should say, Dragonfly using that strategy. It comes down to timing when you use the pan flute. If you do it right, you'll have this golden area of opportunity where there's not going to be any larvae bothering you, because that's like usually the big thing. They kind of swamp you, and then when they're all dead, you know, she goes and spawns some more. So there's a certain timing to it. Like, these people actually dug through the code to get this all figured out. It's pretty impressive. I've done it a few times myself, but I still tend to stick to the wall strategy instead, because it's easier to remember and execute. Alright, so this is going to be for the grass geckos, and we can plant grass right here, I think. I need more walls yet.
Also, it seems like Steam removed that one woody, elegant for going for 1,000.
Really?
It's no longer there, and there's no other woodies on the market.
Maybe somebody bought it.
Oof.
Did you hear about the mod actually getting removed from Steam for Don't Starve?
What one?
It was one that allowed you to use skins in single player.
Oh, wow. Oh yeah. I already knew that was going to happen. Because technically people play Don't Starve together mostly for the skins from what Paul said.
Oh wow. That's
So
interesting.
yeah.
A couple
So
of them are
based-
still up, Pete, but the main one is down. The good one is down.
Yeah. That's probably why the guy uploads so many, so in case one got taken down.
I mean, he doesn't have to upload any of them. He can just distribute them privately if he cared about
Yep.
using them that much.
Yeah. But it seems like he doesn't speak English, so that would be harder.
Yeah. There are quite a few... I shouldn't say quite a few. There are a decent number of Chinese mods on the workshop now.
Yeah.
For DST.
Yeah. And there is also the Remember, Musha was made by a Korean modder.
True. I don't know if these people are actually Chinese. I'm just guessing. Like I don't know the difference between Korean and Chinese just visually, so I could be wrong on that.
It's because of all the memes probably that get uploaded that are drawing people in. Here that are a big Russian YouTuber who plays Starve.
Howdy, Audacious. Toon61, one of the rare people coming in from Mixer. I'm glad to see the platform isn't entirely dead since I'm streaming to it. It really doesn't get much traffic compared to YouTube and Twitch though.
To be honest, I only ever use Mixer for, because games for some reason are now giving out rewards if you use, if you watch their streams on Mixer.
Oh, why are they doing that? It's a bit like Twitch drops?
Yeah. But you have to watch, like, an absurd amount of time for some reason.
I've got a lot of their points.
No,
Just
what I
from
mean
streaming to
is the game. Like, the game has its own built-in timer. Like, this one game, you have to watch 6,000 minutes of a stream to get a skin.
It's a bit more demanding than what Clay has set up here. Don't Starve. What are you guys building down here? So this is going to be a grass gecko farm. Now, granted, during an earthquake, grass geckos will take damage and eventually die, so it might not be the best idea, but I kind of want to try it out because I've never really done it down here before.
I think I might be going too ham on chopping logs up here.
Nonsense. We need as many as we can get.
True. Also, do you think that the turfs and stuff need to be redone? Like, polished up a bit?
Since they're reskinning walls and stuff, I would like to see more options in terms of terrain or turf, yeah. I don't know if the ones that we have need to be redone, maybe redrawn at a higher quality, but other than that, I think they're okay.
Like, to me, I see, like, some turfs, like, I don't know. The edge of forest turf and deciduous, it's like the pixels are blurred.
Alright, Bamboo, thanks for playing. Have a good one. If you're leaving now. Oh. Wait, do these things destroy walls? I never really... No, that's not this one. It's using it. Yeah, I'll probably be logging off after this attack here as well, because I gotta leave at 11. They don't destroy walls? That's what I seem to remember, but like, what about gates? I guess we're gonna find out.
Oh, also, have you checked out that new VR that just came out?
The new what?
The new Battle Royale.
For Don't Starve or what?
Apex Legends.
Oh, that game. Wait, isn't that by EA?
Yeah.
I think I have a code for it. I bought
It's free.
Wait, okay, then maybe I don't have a code for it. I think I have a code for Anthem, that's what it is.
Yeah. Be careful with what code you have. Because one of the versions only lets you play 10 hours.
For Anthem?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the legit code. It came with the RTX 2080 that I bought from Nvidia. They have Battlefield 5 plus Anthem.
I've just, like, I looked at EA's schedule and it's like, it's a complete and utter mess. Like, if you buy one version for, like, $30, you only get 10 hours playtime for some reason.
Yeah, they had a whole thing set up where different tickets to play the early access version of it, depending upon how you were subscribed or whatnot.
Or play it earlier before real release.
Ooh, you might want to watch out there.
Also, I just noticed that even the newer things they're adding also have a bit of blur to them. Like the pig shrine.
You think they're low resolution?
When put next to the Turian, yeah. It's all pixely.
Maybe they originally intended it to be smaller in-game, and then decided it wasn't big enough, so they scaled it up. And that resulted
Perhaps.
in it. Yeah.
But it's the same with a lot of the other things, like the shrines. Like, far away it looks fine, but when you get up close to it, it looks...
Yeah, I would agree. Compared to this crockpot here, it's definitely a little bit less, detailed.
Yeah. It looks like it was just sized up. But the mud looks fine.
Well, the other ones were smaller, weren't they?
No. I mean, the hound one, yeah. But the turkey one, no. It's weird how some structures in the game are blurry like this and others aren't.
Internet died again, I'll just watch the rest. It's okay because I'm going to be leaving very shortly anyway. We're switching over to 2 Point Infinity's stream because he's cool. So here, the disconnect.
Where are we going?
Home.
And he is currently playing Don't Starve together. So it should be fun. He deserves some love. He's been a friend for a while. Is there a way to regen Bee Queen helmet? No, you just have to get another one.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm going to full screen this and then switch desktop over to it.
Running through the bats too, man. Thank God I have the walking thing. I'm eating everything on the way too.
Damn, he's using some interesting mods here.
Oh?
Yeah, he's got one that shows the health of all the players on the server, I think. I should look into one of those. What is? Do you know what that one's called?
Team status incoming!